Right.
From the underground clubs of Los Angeles in the early 1980s to the global stages of today, Metal Blade Records has carved its name into the very foundation of heavy metal. Founded by Brian Slagel in 1982, the label became a lifeline for emerging bands who would go on to define entire genres: thrash, death, doom, and beyond. The Best of Metal Blade is not just a compilation, it's a chronicle of rebellion, innovation, and raw power. Each track is a testament to the label's fearless commitment to pushing boundaries and amplifying voices that might otherwise have remained unheard. This exploration dives into the legacy of Metal Blade's roster, bands like Slayer, Cannibal Corpse, Amon Amarth, and Armored Saint, while tracing how the label's uncompromising vision helped shape the soundscape of extreme music for over 4 decades. It's more than a greatest hits collection. It's a cultural document of heavy metal's evolution, a reminder that the underground can rise to dominate the mainstream without ever losing its edge. If the Best of Metal Blade is the saga of a label's defiance and triumph, then Best of Metal Blade 1 is the first chapter in that epic tale, a raw snapshot of the underground rising to the surface. Released at a time when heavy metal was still clawing its way into mainstream recognition, this collection captures the primal energy of bands who are not just playing music, but forging movements. From the blistering thrash of Slayer to the melodic fire of Armored Saint, every track on Vol. 1 is a declaration of intent. Metal Blade was here to champion the uncompromising, the unpolished, and the unapologetically heavy. It's a time capsule of the label's earliest victories, a reminder that the seeds planted in the 1980s would grow into a forest of extreme sounds that still tower over the genre today. To truly appreciate the impact of Best of Metal Blade 1, it helps to zoom in on 3 tracks that embody the spirit of the label's early years. Each song is more than just a riff or a chorus, it's a statement of identity, a sonic weapon forged in the fires of underground rebellion. Whether it's the ferocious speed and aggression of Slayer, the melodic yet muscular power of Armored Saint, or the raw, unfiltered energy of Trouble, these tracks showcase the diversity and daring that made Metal Blade records of force in shaping heavy metal's future. Together, they form a prism through which the label's vision can be seen, uncompromising, innovative, and relentlessly heavy. When Lizzy Borden unleashed Give 'Em the Axe in 1984, the track immediately stood out as a bold statement of intent. More than just an opening salvo for the band's debut EP, the song crystallized their identity: theatrical, dangerous, and unapologetically heavy. Built on sharp guitar riffs and a pounding rhythm section, the track surges forward with relentless energy, embodying the raw excitement of the mid-1980s metal underground. At its core, Give 'Em the Axe is a performance piece. Lizzy Borden's vocal delivery is commanding and dramatic, alternating between snarling aggression and soaring melody. The lyrics revel in imagery of destruction and spectacle, with the repeated refrain "Give 'em the axe" functioning both as a rallying cry and a metaphor for the band's approach to their craft. It's not simply about violence, it's about cutting through the noise, seizing attention, and leaving a lasting mark on the listener. The song also reflects Lizzy Borden's fascination with blending horror-inspired theatrics into heavy metal. Much like Alice Cooper before them, the band understood that shock and spectacle could amplify the power of their music. On stage, Give 'Em the Axe became more than a song, it was a ritual, often accompanied by props, costumes, and dramatic gestures that turned a concert into a full-blown performance. In retrospect, Give 'Em the Axe remains one of Lizzy Borden's defining tracks. It captures the essence of their artistry, musical ferocity paired with theatrical flair, and demonstrates why Metal Blade Records embraced them as part of its diverse roster. The song is a reminder that heavy metal thrives not only on speed and aggression, but also on imagination, spectacle, and the willingness to embrace the outrageous. Celtic Frost, Circle of Tyrants, heavy, oppressive, and unafraid to confront the listener with sheer sonic weight. Released in 1985, the song quickly became a cornerstone of their live sets and a touchstone for the evolution of extreme metal. The track begins with a crushing riff that immediately sets a tone of doom and inevitability. Unlike the breakneck speed of thrash contemporaries, Celtic Frost leaned into atmosphere, creating a sound that felt ancient and apocalyptic. Tom G. Warrior's vocals are guttural and commanding, more incantation than melody, giving the song a primal edge that foreshadowed the rise of death and black metal. Lyrically, Circle of Tyrants conjures images of warlords and domination, a world ruled by violence and fear. The words are stark and evocative, painting a picture of power unchecked and destruction inevitable. This thematic focus on tyranny and oppression resonated deeply in the underground, offering a darker, more philosophical take on heavy music compared to the fantasy or shock theatrics of other bands. Musically, the song's genius lies in its contrasts. Slow, doom-laden passages weigh down the listener with dread, while bursts of thrash energy inject chaos and urgency. The interplay between tempos and textures became a hallmark of Celtic Frost's style, influencing generations of bands who sought to merge heaviness with atmosphere. The legacy of Circle of Tyrants is immense. It remains one of Celtic Frost's most celebrated songs, a track that helped shape the blueprint for extreme metal. Its riffs have echoed through the works of countless successors, from death metal pioneers to black metal visionaries. More than 4 decades later, the song still resonates as a monument of darkness, proof that Celtic Frost were not merely participants in the metal underground, they were architects of its future. Released in 1984 on the Haunting the Chapel EP, Chemical Warfare quickly became a cornerstone of Slayer's reputation as the most uncompromising of the thrash pioneers. The song opens with relentless guitar riffs from Kerry King and Jeff Hanneman, propelled by Dave Lombardo's blistering drumming creating a sonic assault that mirrors the chaos described in its lyrics. Tom Araya's vocals cut through the maelstrom with venom, delivering lines that depict the horrors of chemical weapons and mass annihilation. The lyrics are stark and unflinching, painting images of silent death riding high above and soldiers defeated by death from a smell. Unlike many metal songs of the era that leaned into fantasy or horror, Chemical Warfare confronts a real-world terror head-on. Slayer's choice to focus on chemical weapons, symbols of modern warfare's inhumanity, gave the track a chilling resonance, making it both a political statement and a brutal piece of art. Musically, the song exemplifies Slayer's early style, fast, aggressive, and uncompromising. The riffs are sharp and jagged, the tempo unrelenting, and Lombardo's drumming adds a sense of urgency that feels like a battlefield under siege. The track's structure is designed to overwhelm, with little respite, reflecting the annihilation it describes. This intensity sets Slayer apart from their contemporaries, pushing thrash metal into darker, more extreme territory. On stage, Chemical Warfare became a fan favorite, often performed with ferocious energy that matched its subject matter. Its live renditions cemented Slayer's reputation for delivering not just music, but an experience, an immersion into chaos and destruction. Looking back, Chemical Warfare is more than just a song, it is a manifesto of Slayer's ethos. It captures their refusal to soften their sound or their themes, and it helped establish thrash metal as a genre willing to confront the darkest aspects of human existence. Best of Metal Blade Volume 1 is more than a compilation. It's a celebration of the label's fearless beginnings and the artists who helped define heavy metal's underground spirit. From the theatrical fire of Lizzy Borden's Give 'Em the Axe to the apocalyptic fury of Slayer's Chemical Warfare and the crushing darkness of Celtic Frost's Circle of Tyrants, the collection captures the diversity and daring that made Metal Blade Records a beacon for uncompromising music. Listening to these tracks today, it's clear that Volume 1 is not just a snapshot of the past, but a testament to the timeless power of heavy metal. Each song radiates the energy of a scene that refused to be ignored, and together they remind us why Metal Blade became synonymous with innovation, rebellion, and authenticity. Positive, powerful, and enduring, Best of Metal Blade Volume 1 stands as proof that the underground can rise, thrive, and inspire generations to come. Soon your mistress will break down Volume 2. Let her know how you think it compares.
Chemical warfare.